Good morning. I would like to take this opportunity to introduce myself here on the Fun, Love, and Wellness page. I am Dawn Duffy, and I am currently a silver leader on my way to gold. And I am fortunate to get to do this business of sharing Young Living products and oils with dear friends and my two daughters. So let me tell you a little bit about myself. I began using Young Living essential oils in 2004, and a dear friend introduced me to them because I was in recovery from an evil cancer diagnosis, and I was looking for ways to enhance my wellness and clean up my world. And I was loving what I learned about the oils. I received a second cancer diagnosis in 2005. And after that diagnosis, I was eager to do whatever I could do to clean up my body and my environment so that I didn't set myself up for cancer being invited in again. So that's how my journey began. And then when my youngest daughter was 15 years old, she was having some very significant medical struggles. She had $25,000 worth of medical testing done, and we had no answers. And so she was having a lot of abdominal pain that was unexplained by her medical professionals. It turns out she had an adverse reaction to it's really even hard to talk about it. She had an adverse reaction to a vaccination that she was having upon the encouragement of my oncologist. And it's one of very few regrets that I have in my life, but I'm happy to report she is doing great. So at any rate, she was having all these stomach issues, and part of the stomach issues had to do with some food allergies that she had acquired. But also, I do believe that her stomach pain had to do with fear. She had become afraid to eat because prior to what happened to her, she had never been allergic to anything. And all of a sudden, she had 5 life-threatening food allergies that she was diagnosed with. And so the poor little 15-year-old was afraid to eat. And I was still new to the oils at that time. And I said, Jen, I've heard that peppermint is really good for digestion, so let's just try a little experiment. We'll put 1 little drop of peppermint in a glass of water, and I want you to sip that while you eat, and let's see if it helps. And that was before we had the Vitality line, so in this time I would have said, well, put some peppermint Vitality into your water because those are our supplemental oils. And so it was life-changing for her. It helped so dramatically that she began to eat again. Well, what I always tell people is I do believe it was twofold. I do believe that the peppermint oil helped settle and support her digestive system, but I also do believe that it gave her something to believe in. She believed in the power of the oils. And that is part of it, my friends. Believing in the oils and their ability to work with your body's own ability to heal you is where the power comes from. So I fell in love with the oils and started to incorporate them into my family's lifestyle. And then I began to explore some alternative therapies, and eventually I became certified in quite a few of them. And so now I have a healing practice out of my home. Reflexology of the hands, feet, and face is probably the cornerstone of my practice at this time, but energy work, Reiki, some stress management, coaching, emotional clearing, and chakra balancing are all things that I also offer in my healing practice. You can message me if you would like more information about that. So that's kind of where I am and how I got going in this world. Now my daughters have come into the business with me, Both of my daughters are special ed teachers, so we all have a huge affinity for helping families who have kids with special needs. I also have a huge affinity for helping anyone who is on the cancer journey in any way, having been diagnosed, going through treatment, or on the other end, because that's when we really want to support our body to keep ourselves in a state of wellness. I believe in the power of doing it yourself. And by that, I mean, yes, I'm kind of the queen of DIY. When you see me do a video wearing this darling apron in the background, you'll know that I'm about to teach you how to do a DIY. But I believe in doing it yourself in other ways besides just creating a lotion, a potion, or a concoction. I believe in doing it yourself is empowering yourself and educating yourself on what these products can do for you. And I'm a book nerd. I love a good book. I love collecting books and reading from books and researching from books and teaching from books. So what I would like to suggest to you as one of your leaders is empower yourself. This is an oldie but a goodie that I pulled off of my shelf, and it's called Aromatherapy for Life Empowerment. I'm digging into this again this week. But if you go to Life Science Publishing, you are going to find a plethora of booklets that will teach you things that you need to know. This is Aroma Infant, a beautiful book to use oils to support conception, prenatal, pregnancy, birth, and neonatal health. So that's one of the books that I am looking into and reading and researching from right now, because I have girls who are of that age, which means their friends are of that age. So this is how we share it, by learning ourselves and passing it on. I am digging into this book, which is called Aroma Nourish, Maintaining Optimal Health Through Nutritious Food Choices, Essential Oils, and Young Living's Whole Life Supplements. How many of you feel like you know enough about the supplement line to really use? Sorry, I got a phone call. And then another one I'm looking into is Aroma Clean. Today, as I film this, it's the first day of spring. How many of you on spring days like this start to think, okay, it's time to get the cobwebs out of the house and do my spring cleaning? These are oil tips and recipes for naturally clean air, clean home, and general wellness. And then the last book that I want to recommend is DIY Beauty, aromatic home and spa recipes to make and take with an ingredient list you can actually pronounce. How hilarious is that? I'm having a little trouble pronouncing things this morning myself. So these are all Young Living products and oils used in DIYs for beauty. So that is my message for you today. If you follow me in my videos, you will see that I love, love, love the Thieves products. I love all things Thieves. I use them everywhere, dentally and in my home for cleaning and when I travel, and fall in love. If you haven't yet, fall in love with the Thieves line. I hope you realize that if you are on Essential Rewards, you get an opportunity to get promos every month. So enjoy them. Enjoy those promos. All right, my friends, I am going to let you go. That is me. I hope to see more of you as you share yourselves on the Fun, Love, and Wellness page. Howdy, Pam. And have a great first day of spring.